Hello, Saji Sharma. Welcome to the TSD Talks Variety Hour. Let's just call it that.
Happy to be here.
Our subject here today, the thing that I have brought you to talk about, is something that's existed in the peripheral of, commentary space. And like back when I was still doing mostly commentary, I just collected a bunch of topics in the back of my head. I never really did full look into it before I started this. So are you familiar with the heart attack grill?
I am not, but it sounds very interesting, so I would love to learn more.
Oh, you will learn quite a lot, I assure you. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you in a little bit, but first I want to play a little game with you, a little exercise.
Oh, okay.
It's a guessing game.
That's my favorite game, actually.
Yeah, they are fun games. For our comparisons, we're going to start with McDonald's, to my knowledge, the most popular fast food chain in the entire world, right?
Yeah.
And so their burger, they call the Big Mac, it has 563 calories. So that's our benchmark.
Okay, 563. Okay, that's a lot. I've eaten so many Big Macs, holy shit.
Yeah. By comparison, Burger King's answer to the Big Mac is the Whopper, right?
Okay.
How much do you want to guess that a Whopper has in calories?
Well, I'm going to say close, because if it's like their answer to the Big Mac, then it has to be somewhat similar. I'm going to say 450, just to play it safe.
It's actually in the opposite direction. It's 677.
Whoa, that's crazy to me.
I think it's because they add more burger sauce or something.
Okay, interesting.
Now, as our final entry into this, the Heart Attack Grill's signature burger is what's called the Quadruple Bypass.
Quadruple Bypass. Very creative name.
Yeah, it is creative. That's one thing that this restaurant is. So I want you to guess how many calories the Quadruple Bypass has.
I'm just going to multiply 4 times 600. I'm going to say 2,400 calories.
2,400 calories?
That's my answer. Final answer.
Your final answer is 2,400. How about I answer you 9,982?
You're fucking lying.
I'm not kidding. That's what's listed on their website.
That should be illegal. Why is that a thing?
And that's not even their biggest burger. There's a burger that's the octuple bypass that is twice that.
Whoa. 18,000 calories? That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my... What are we about to watch?
This is a trip. So I'm going to share my screen now. All right. So first, let's go to the official website of the Heart Attack Grill at heartattackgrill.com. And they've got an HBO special, which should tell you something about this.
Look at that big red text.
Just that's the red. That's the color that you're going to be.
Yeah, right?
Just there's an infomercial and there's a...
Fighting anorexia. Nice.
There's this ad here that's about 2 minutes long that I want to show you.
You've seen the Heart Attack Grill on television, the hospital-themed restaurant with waitresses dressed like nurses that feeds everyone over 350 pounds for absolutely free. Sure, you've heard of it, but never actually believed that it was a real place. Well, they're always on national TV news, with actual customers being taken away in ambulances after having had actual heart attacks.
I'm so speechless. They're using people who have heart attacks to appeal to customers. How is this working? How are they in business?
It's part of their marketing. That's the thing that gets me.
That's crazy.
It's completely wild. Just the mindset here.
They said that they were doing it for free. Is it free food? Is that what they said?
It's worse than that. You can eat for free if you weigh over 350 pounds.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to start it here because I wanted to just show you how upfront about it they are.
Yeah, they are so self-conscious, it's scary.
Yeah, they call themselves the Heart Attack Grill.
Yeah.
So let's look at the Wikipedia real quick, because contrary to popular belief, Wikipedia is actually a pretty good source nowadays.
It definitely is.
The Heart Attack Grill is an American hamburger restaurant in downtown Las Vegas, Nevada, formerly located in Chandler, Arizona, that makes a point of serving food that is very unhealthy and high in fat, sugar, and cholesterol. In other words, food that if eaten frequently will increase the chance of a heart attack, hence the name. The menu is generally themed around items that are exceptionally high in calories and fat, includes single, double, triple, quadruple, all the way to octuple bypass hamburgers, ranging from 8 to 32 ounces of beef in one burger.
Wow. This sucks because I just ate and the food is not feeling well in my stomach.
Yeah.
I don't feel great.
There's all-you-can-eat flatliner fries cooked in pure lard, and there's beer and tequila, butterfat milkshakes, and soft drinks such as Mexican bottled Coca-Cola made with cane sugar. They can also order unfiltered cigarettes or candy cigarettes for children.
This is the most American thing I think I've ever heard.
I know, right? It's so...
Candy cigarettes for children? I would rather die than walk into this restaurant.
I mean, you probably would die if you walked into this restaurant and ate.
If I walked in, yeah. Yeah.
Customers over 350 pounds in weight can eat free if they weigh themselves on a scale before eating. Beverages and go-to orders are excluded, and sharing food is also not allowed for the free food deal. One of the restaurant's promotions is a reward for customers who finish a triple or quadruple bypass burger, after which they are placed in a wheelchair and wheeled out to their vehicle by their quote-unquote personal nurse.
Holy shit. That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, that's just the opening 3 paragraphs of the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, that's crazy that a place like this exists.
The establishment is a hospital-themed restaurant with waitresses as nurses, waiters as doctors. It's a bit sexist. Each patient dons a hospital gown and wristband before ordering. Those who do not finish the Heart Attack Grill Challenge will receive a paddling by one of the nurses with the option to buy the paddle afterwards.
You just get beat.
Yeah.
And then the option to buy the paddle afterwards is so funny.
They just know they're appealing to people's fetishes, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. That's insane.
And then there's a whole segment that's just called Illnesses and Deaths.
I shouldn't be laughing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
The restaurant spokesman, 575-pound BLAIR River, died on March 1st, 2011, aged 29 from complications of pneumonia, and the Arizona location closed shortly thereafter.
Wow.
On February 11th, 2012, a customer suffered what was reported to be an apparent heart attack while eating a triple bypass burger at the restaurant. Restaurant owner John Basso called 911 and the customer was taken to the hospital. Reportedly, patrons thought it was a stunt and started taking photos.
Holy shit. Could you imagine dying and people start taking videos of you?
And dying in the worst way too, having a heart attack because you ate too much fast food.
God. How are they still in business?
I don't know.
They've crossed so many lines. It's at the point where it's like why is this still a thing?
A part of me makes me wonder if the reason that they're still open is because they advertise the fact that their food gives you a heart attack, and so technically they can't be sued for it.
Oh, okay.
That's just speculation on my part, but that's the only thing I can think of that would mean that they're still open. But yeah, that's just the Wikipedia. We got some videos. They're news reports because this got media attention.
No, yeah, of course.
Simple rule of modern eating: fatty foods in huge portions are bad for you. But you're about to enter a dietary twilight zone, a restaurant that makes the potentially harmful nature of its food a selling point. Its name, get this, the Heart Attack Grill. And they do bring a certain whimsical comedy to serving up giant versions of meals that have been American favorites for generations.
Whimsical comedy is a really nice way of putting it.
Whimsical comedy when plenty of people die from heart attacks after eating at their restaurant.
It makes it sound like Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Just come with me and you'll be in a world of heart attacks and bad things. I can't rhyme.
This monument to greasy gluttony is called the Heart Attack Grill.
PBR.
It's a sort of hospital-themed Hooters.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that, but in the Wikipedia thing, they specified that this was a quote-unquote restaurant, like Hooters.
So appeals to every tradition in America, I see.
This is America, okay?
This is America in one restaurant, yeah.
Incredibly unhealthy eating, sexualization of women, all for the sake of pure profit.
Yeah.
It's just so surreal that this place actually exists,
I know, it's crazy.
Still, it's what's on the menu that gets...
I think the most shocking part is that it's $12.73. Yeah. That's so cheap. That's a huge burger. I would expect it to be $20. So you know what? This place might not be so bad now that I think about it.
I mean, they may cause heart attacks in the patrons, but the deals are pretty good.
Yeah, right?
Oh, and they do have fries called flatliner fries, fried in lard, and those are unlimited. The restaurant has become a bit of a national sensation.
I'm up another few inches. Who
in
needs
no
these
small
old
part
pants?
thanks
I
to
can eat
this
for free.
very big
And
man, BLAIR River, the so-called spokesmodel of the Heart Attack Grill.
Didn't he die?
Oh yeah, this was the guy who died.
You killed your own employee. That's crazy.
He's not even an employee. He's not their actual spokesperson. He's unofficial. This is just some guy.
Featured in a series of tongue-in-cheek commercials that have gone viral.
I'm at 570 pounds, 6'8". Yeah, so.
Were they playing Staying Alive in the background?
Yeah, that is terribly timed.
Well, ABC News has a similar sense of humor to the Heart Attack Grill, apparently.
Terrible foreshadowing.
But I don't eat here every day, so why not have fun with it and go with it as long as I can?
Sadly, we now know how long that was. Blair died last week at the age of...
Oh, he died when they made it?
That's even worse. The fact that they knew and still played that song in the background.
Oh my god.
They're so tone deaf, I feel like.
Wait until you meet the founder of the Heart Attack Grill, though.
Oh god.
John Basso owns the Heart Attack Grill. As part of the act, he dresses up like a doctor.
Every single person cared about Blair. Had he have been thinner, he most probably would have survived that pneumonia. And that's a hard fact that I'm not here to deny.
There's an argument to be made that you used this guy during his life, and that now you are very morbidly using his death to continue to promote your restaurant.
I absolutely agree.
That I 100% agree. I'm using his death for profit. You could not be more right on the nose, actually. How'd you know? How'd you know?
This guy's like a supervillain.
Yeah, right? Jeff Bezos much?
The way that he just stares, just like... Yes. My restaurant did kill that man, and I'm very sad about it.
It's like in his head, he thinks that if he accepts these things that are happening, he'll seem less, what's the word? Less...
Malicious?
Yeah, but it's not happening for him. That's crazy. That he's just like, yeah, nope, I did all of that. Yep, I'm not denying it.
What's even wilder about this guy is his backstory, which I don't want to spoil for you because I think they say it in this video as well, but this guy's backstory makes his current state even worse.
So this man's death has not given you pause at all?
Zero pause.
He says he tried other messages. He once owned a chain of Jenny Craig weight loss centers and several personal training studios.
I hope that every single person out there comes in and buys a hamburger and a t-shirt from me. But you know what? I am saying loudly and as clearly as any business in America can, this is dangerous.
Wow.
I imagine it's just like one day in like 2005, he just has like this Joker Breaking Bad moment of just like, they don't listen to me, so I'm gonna make them all pay.
He knows that if he stops doing what he's doing, he's not gonna make what he's making, and that's the only reason he's still going.
Yeah, like he's doing it for money. Like he's obviously making a huge profit off of this.
Yeah.
I bet that he made way more money off of this than he ever did off of his personal training centers.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, and it's so ironic because he's so slim.
Yeah.
Just to see him owning the restaurant and being like, eat my burgers and buy a t-shirt. But I won't eat my burgers because I know it'll kill me.
Yeah.
Blair, you say, was also your friend in addition to working with you.
I loved working with him.
Do you have a conscience at all?
That's a fair question.
Do you even have a heart, dude?
Yeah. The reporter who's trained to be like objective is just like, do you have any kind of conscience?
Just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like,
what would Blair hovering above me want me to do right now? And Blair would say this, put back on the stethoscope. Let's keep being the doctor that everyone loves to hate, because that really gets the message out.
Who are you to speak for Blair? Oh, he's in heaven and he's looking down on me, telling me to keep running my business and making so much money because it keeps me happy. Like, shut up, dude.
Like, Blair just probably liked the burgers,
No, definitely. And he got a lot of free food.
And probably just like listen to this guy go on his maniacal rants about how like he was saving the world, and then he was just like, and just like eating his burger.
Yeah, makes sense. Yep.
A week after Blair's untimely death, the Heart Attack Grill has another spokesmodel, Ernie Hart. Yes, that's his real last name. And yes, he is chowing down on a quadruple bypass.
Even though my cardiologist and my wife...
My wife?
Oh, my fucking wife.
Telling me not to eat burgers? That'll kill me? God, I hate my wife.
And after surviving a coma and multiple heart surgeries, I still come. I enjoy the burgers.
I hope he's getting paid a lot.
I don't think he's getting paid.
What? What kind of... After getting multiple heart surgeries, going into a coma, your doctor and your wife hating you, what else in your mind is just like, I'm gonna keep eating burgers?
That's the thing. He's addicted. Like, he's addicted to this food, and this doctor, quote unquote, is enabling him. Like, I bet that was Blair's problem too. Like, these people have addictions to fast food, and all this doctor is doing is enabling that.
God. That's insane.
Ernie was actually the spokesperson before Blair, but had to take a few months off after open heart surgery.
That's the taste that's worth dying for.
Thank you, ABC, for that reminder.
I hate to stop every 5 seconds, but the music choices.
Yeah, no, killing me.
It's so fucked up.
I think it would be immoral to stop at this point.
Explain that to me.
We're past the point of no return at the Heart Attack Grill. We have blood on our hands at this point.
The doctor is taking his act on the road.
We have blood on our hands at this point. Pans to children.
This is like a horror movie.
This is, yeah. I would consider this guy a killer at this point.
Yeah.
Opening a second restaurant in Dallas this summer to spread his morbid message to an even bigger audience. I'm Ryan Owens for Nightline in Chandler, Arizona.
Are they still in business?
Yeah, they're still in business. This was 10 years ago.
Killing your customers.
And bragging about it.
And then saying you can't stop because you have blood on your hands. Like, that's the reason to stop.
This is sunk cost fallacy. Just like, we can't turn back now.
Yes, you can. You can turn back now.
Do you want to see another video? Just to see how far this goes?
Yeah, for sure.
This is so much fun.
I'm having a blast. Why wouldn't I want to see more?
So this is also ABC News, so it's like a couple years later.
Okay.
In a country where calories are posted like warnings on restaurant menus, where unhealthy school lunches are under fire, and where our first lady has a vegetable garden.
Constantly making fun of the Obamas for having a vegetable garden. Oh no.
Didn't they also mention that last video too?
Yeah, like I remember like vaguely during this time people kept like making fun of Michelle Obama for making like school lunches more healthy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why are you doing that?
This monument to greasy gluttony.
Almost there.
Almost done with this single bypass.
The guy like walks out along with his customers. He looks in the faces of all these people he's killing essentially.
And he knows that he's killing them.
You start to wonder, maybe he actually is like a psychopath.
Oh, 100%. When you make so much at the expense of others and you're just okay with that, that breaks you a little bit on the inside. He's definitely a little bit insane.
Couple gears loose.
Yeah.
It's a defiant throwback to a pre-health obsessed America.
You say throwback?
Throwback to the good old days when we didn't have calories or vegetables.
Remarkably, the owner says it's all done in the name of promoting good health.
One among us.
Among us.
Among us.
The Heart Attack Grill prides itself on pushing limits, along with belt sizes. Diners must wear hospital gowns. People 350 pounds plus eat free.
We live in a society.
We live in a society.
God fucking damn it.
Flatliner fries cooked in lard are unlimited. Thirsty? Try the all butterfat shake.
I can like feel the vomit coming up just hearing the description of that.
And new to this menu, a burger with 8 patties, almost 20,000 calories. That's the equivalent of nearly 40 Big Mac.
That burger, one burger, could probably feed a person for like days.
Oh yeah, for like a week or two.
The daily recommended intake is like 2,000 or 3,000, right?
Yeah.
Like that's easily 10 days.
Oh, and if you don't finish your meal, you get spanked by a nurse. She's not exactly a real RN, but her spankings are real hard.
Come on, you know how serious this is. And he's just like, she spanks you so hard after you don't eat all your food. Silly, silly boy.
And something gets real hard.
Yeah.
Fuck up.
God.
It's the same phenomenon as like CNN airing like a story about the atrocities going on in Ukraine and then like 5 seconds later doing a story about a cute dog that did something funny.
Yeah, no, exactly.
We can't be too depressing, otherwise they'll actually tune out.
In his trademark over-the-top way, he depicts himself as Jesus Christ at the Last Supper.
That's how you know he's not like on this moral high ground, you know?
Wow. That his ego is as huge as his goddamn burgers are. Yeah. That's crazy.
He's certainly come a long way since I first met him almost 3 years ago at his first Heart Attack Grill outside Phoenix, Arizona. Back then, the restaurant was under fire after its nearly 600-pound spokesman, Blair Rivers, died of obesity-related issues. He was just 29.
The music again.
Why?
You guys, we are actually rolling now. Actually rolling.
Why did they include that?
Get the fuck out of my room.
Guys, we're rolling.
It's time now. I'm gonna be on TV. I gotta make sure my head is perfectly smooth.
How many people have actually had heart attacks in the room that we're sitting in?
In the room that we're sitting in, we've had 3 heart attacks.
And how many people have died?
1.
The guy's face. In this moment, he's like reconsidering his employment with ABC News.
Yeah, like why the fuck am I here?
Yeah, like I don't want to talk to this guy anymore.
Now, the one that I couldn't save was a very dear friend of mine. And I want to tell you something. They'll say it's grotesque. They'll say, how can you keep the man's cremation here?
No, he just put it on the fucking table. That's insane. I'm losing my... Dennis, what are you doing to me right now?
I did not know about this. Oh my god. He put out the bag on the table and I just had like a thought like, it's just like the guy's ashes. And then it was!
I fucking love how his ashes are just in a plastic bag. Like he didn't even take the time to get him like a nice like container, like I don't know what it's called.
Like an urn?
Yeah, urn, sorry.
Do you think he just like takes the bag everywhere with him just like in case the topic of the guy comes up and he just was like, oh yeah, I got him right here.
Actually, he's in my fucking pocket. I care very much about him. Thank you. Like, how does that help your case at all? Like, oh, I cared about him. Here are his ashes that I keep in my right pocket.
Either he knows how goddamn evil he is, or he's just like the most clueless person ever.
He's just so out of touch. It has to be. That has to be it.
I think the thing that makes it worse is just how much power he has over people, just because he owns this goddamn restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, if he was just crazy, like, he probably would hurt like 1 or 2 people, but then eventually he'd like, you know, get taken care of probably. But this way he's hurting so many people in a way that's technically legal.
That's legal. Yeah, that's the worst part. He's hurting people and no one can do anything about it because it's okay.
Yes. Just keep going, I guess.
Inside this bag are the remains of yet another spokesman, John Ailman.
The zoom in, the transition, that was so tone deaf.
Inside this bag are the remains of one John Gelman who died at this restaurant.
Insert cool transition.
Can they just stop, pause, and reflect upon the food for thought that I'm selling? It's not hamburgers, it's not t-shirts, it's not french fries. I'm selling you food for thought and a good laugh. Let's all have a good time.
He says while the dead man's ashes are in front of him and on the table. Let's all just have a good laugh.
Someone arrest this man. At this point, there's no more being like, okay, I can reason with him. Like, he's lost his way entirely.
Honestly, if he like started putting like mind control stuff in his burgers and tried to take over the world, that would be better than what he's doing now.
That'd actually be pretty cool, actually. I think
yeah, it'd be actually like a little bit kind of cool, you know? But this is just, after this, I am vegan. I mean, probably not, but you know. But like, that's like his point, bro. It's just like, that like, even when stuff like this happens, you still eat unhealthy food.
It's working. He's making us not want to eat meat anymore. It is food for thought. Oh my god.
Bro, he's so right. Oh my god.
He's killing people, but he's also helping us at the same time.
I take back everything I said. Man is a savior. He is Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
Let's think a bit, or we're going to end up exactly like my friend in the bag.
It's just so fucked up.
Was that heart attack good for business? Did that heart attack pad my wallet with money? Absolutely. Did I enjoy that? Absolutely.
It's kind of impressive that every single word out of his mouth makes me hate him more.
This dude wants to put him in a chokehold.
Yeah.
But he can't because he's on the job.
I imagine that like that's the reason there's only 2 ABC News reports on this guy, because like they went to ask him again to interview and he's like, no, and he quit right on the spot.
Yeah. God.
I'm not talking to that guy again.
And certainly playing into people.
That girl was like 12 years old.
God. Holy guacamole.
Gotta break out the pejoratives on that one. Like if they sold guacamole, they'd probably like make it so they like got like 1 avocado, put it into a giant pot, mashed it up, and then like just got a bunch of sugar and dumped it in, Then like put cyanide in it.
Yeah.
Other restaurants serve bad for you food. We're honest, they're not. Plain and simple, if everybody collectively got together
This literally just looks like shit on a hot dog.
and told the world all restaurant food is bad for you, then maybe we would save a few lives.
I imagine if he was presented with the trolley problem, he probably would have tried to figure out a way to make the trolley hit both tracks and then make it as a lesson to the people watching in the crowd.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
If you didn't want to get hit by the trolley, you shouldn't have been tied to the tracks. Wake up, America.
Sheep.
I'll say it again. Death is great for business at the Heart Attack Grill.
He just keeps fucking saying it. Like, we understand your point. Why do you keep repeating it?
There's something like chilling about the way that he just like unblinkingly said, death is good for our business.
He just doesn't correlate other people's lives to his own. Like, they aren't the same to him.
After the first guy died, he probably just sees every customer as a potential death that could boost his reputation, you know?
Yeah.
Dr. John has found a way to be even more exploitive. He recently hired a very short nurse who speeds around in a mini ambulance.
There's only a minute left. I didn't think it could get any worse.
I don't know if I want to cry or not.
Dr. John hopes to continue to grow and expand his morbid message to an even bigger audience, perhaps in a city near you.
You're fine, son. Keep eating.
I'm Ryan Owens for Nightline in Las Vegas.
That last message was so chilling.
Yeah.
In a city near you, do not touch my city.
I had a whole other segment thing where we are going to look at Yelp reviews, but I just don't think anything else can top that.
I would have to agree. I'm like shell-shocked.
From what I remember about the half of the critical video that I saw was the fact that there were such big burgers and stuff. And like I saw Nikocado Avocados thumbnail. I'm just like, wow, this is ridiculous. But then there's just like this whole other rabbit hole of awfulness.
Yeah, that might have been some of the worst content I've seen. Like, I think ever.
I can't get over the fact that it like aired on like a major news network, you know?
Yeah.
Like someone watched that and then like watched the weather like 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
While they were like babysitting their kids or something.
All right. Well, do you want to close it out?
Hope you smash that like button.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe for another banger video.
Epic outro music.
Yeah, just like the.
Yeah, right.
Subscribe to Saji. He deserves it after what I put him through. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you for having me on. I had a blast. Had a great time. No, I'm very happy you had me on. I did have a good time. Not necessarily watching the content, but watching it with you was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. We have a good like dynamic, you know?
Yeah.
And that dynamic is both being like somewhat reasonable people when we see incredibly horrific things.
Yeah, the bare minimum, right?
Hey, we're like the next people you should stan because we're actually think that killing people is bad.
Yeah, guys, don't kill people. That's not good. Like and subscribe.
We should probably actually end the video though, because like this is getting drawn out.
Okay.
See you in the next video. Bye, and subscribe to Saji and stuff.